spawning bass that are moving in and out of areas to spawn. Where are two places that are great to find those fish? Good morning, guys and girls. Good morning. May 4 on the Catch a Better Life channel on YouTube. Also on Instagram, TikTok, on Facebook. We've got this up on a lot of places, reaching literally thousands and thousands and thousands of people every day. And God is making their life better through the Catch a Better Life channel. If you're not subscribed to our channel on YouTube, you'll be joining over 25,000 other great folks. I mean, people that will rejoice with you, people will pray with you, people that will share your problems, people that would encourage you. We all need encouragement. We all need to be lit up and fired up as we go about a day in this world that is sometimes baffling us, the way people are thinking and the way people are acting. Absolutely baffling us that they can act and they can think that way. A lot of evil, a lot of hate, a lot of bad things going on. You want a copy of this book, want to read along with me, you can get it at jimmyhouston.com. You can also get them at Barnes & Noble, Hobby Lobby, Bass Pro Shop, Cabela's, Amazon, just about everywhere. Today we're looking at Colossians 3:8. By the way, we post these on the Catch a Better Life channel every morning at 5 o'clock, every morning. May 4, Colossians 3:8. Now you yourselves, talking about you and me, are to put off all of these: anger, wrath, malice, blasphemy. God hates blasphemy. And filthy language out of your mouth. Filthy language out of our mouth. All man-made lakes create current flow. These lakes are made by damming up rivers or damming up creeks. Obviously, what comes in the river must flow out the dam. So the water that comes in is going to eventually end up going out the dam. This creates current, and usually the more current, the better the fishing. Now, even in the lakes where you cannot see the current moving, because the lakes are big and wide, like Tenkiller, very seldom can see current moving there. But a lake like Chickamauga or Wheeler, those kind of lakes, you can actually see the current moving because they're a lot narrower type lakes. But usually the more current you have, the better the fishing is. You want to concentrate on areas where the water flows, where the water's flowing through and around something. On points, on humps, ledges. If you can find ledges out there, concentrate on those ledges. And bends in the creek. This is very important. Places where creek channels bend. Many times you can locate these out of offshore, 50, 100, a mile away from shore, and they can be some dynamite places, especially if they're pulling or if they're running water. If you're fishing this type of lake, you probably ought to check with the dam. They'll tell you when the water is going to be flowing the most, when they're going to, however many turbines are going to have on, how much water flow it's going to be. After a while, you can learn to use that information while you're fishing that lake to catch fish. You'll use it to catch fish. You know when to go shallow, when to go deep. Just like water flowing through a dam, what is in our hearts and our mind will flow out of our mouth. Just like water coming in and running out the dam, what's in our hearts, what's in our mind is going to flow out of our mouth by the way we talk. Now, we all slip up at times. You ever had a really bad backlash or lost a really big fish? Shucks, or whatever you say. Or fighting a big fish and he comes off. I saw somebody in a tournament just the other day. I was watching some of the tournament shows and I saw somebody say something really, really bad. But God creates in each of us a brand new person when we're saved. No matter how filthy our language was before we got saved, God creates in us a brand new person. This is like taking off dirty clothes, putting on new clothes. We've taken away the old dirty self, put on a brand new clean self, a clean self. Just as current makes fishing better, we become better when we are saved. And now I know some of y'all probably saying, Jimmy, how's that going to help me with profanity? How's that going to keep me from being mad when they screw my order up at the drive-thru? How's that going to keep me from getting mad at my wife occasionally, my kids occasionally? At work, I work with these people that are so awful, so terrible, I just can't hardly stand to be around them. And I get mad at them. And here's the deal, God knows your heart. Even if you don't cuss them out publicly, which you shouldn't do, you still might cuss them out in your heart. You got to quit all that. You got to quit all that. You got to lay all that at the foot of the cross. You got to put that on God and tell God, God, I'm honestly sorry that I get angry at people. I'm really sorry when I use bad language. I'm really sorry when I blaspheme something or somebody. I'm sorry about that. Help me work it through this. You know what he'll do? You know what he'll do? The Holy Spirit that he puts inside of you, the Holy Spirit that he puts inside of you, he will actually remind you right before you say something bad, right before you get angry, right before you just about blow up or explode inside. That little Holy Spirit will say, I am putting away anger, wrath, malice, blasphemy, and filthy language. God will help you overcome this. It won't happen overnight. You're going to slip up at times. But trust me, when you lay that at the foot of the cross, God will help you through it. Here's our tip for today. Find stopping areas for fish moving in and out of spawning areas. Humps and points are both very good places. As bass move in and out of spawning areas, they will stop and spend some time. One of the areas I call a pre-spawn area is points that they move into before they move back. Now, as they move back in, they will also get in humps. So if you've got humps that are leading into spawning areas, check those out also. The fish, when they stop on them, of course, now with our Garmin forward-facing live scope, we can see those fish that's on a hump. But even if you can't see the fish there, they're a great place to fish. The points leading in, great places to fish. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a great one today. And remember, put away all of these things. Let the Holy Spirit remind you. You might pray about it before you start your day. Let the Holy Spirit remind you, and you will amaze yourself what God will do. Guys and girls, have a great one today. And remember, I sure do love you.